Has lots of different identities, but he likes to call himself as the grassroots activist. Please welcome Maruf Islam.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this special event to support Eric Garcetti for Mayor 2017. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready to rock and roll and wrap up this campaign on March 7?
Yes.
Yes. Let's do it. If I want to talk about Mayor Eric Garcetti, then I can talk about him non-stop, all day long. Long story short, he's the best candidate for the mayor of Los Angeles. There you go. And he proved it by serving us for the last 4 years as our mayor. He has the potential, the enthusiasm, and energy to rebuild this city, this state, and this great nation. I'm optimistic that one day he will challenge to run for the governor of this state and the president of this country. Now, I would like to call our beloved Mayor of Los Angeles, Mayor Eric Garcetti. Please come forward and amaze us. Welcome, Mayor Eric Garcetti.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, Maru, for your incredible friendship and generosity and love that I feel in this room just as I did 4 years ago, just as I felt 6.5 years ago when we created Little Bangladesh. When I decided to have the crazy idea to run for mayor, as you all know and as I've said frequently, who was there the very first day to help sign the names to say that I would qualify for the ballot, who before even we got there early enough to do the setup, earlier than that, the Bangladeshi community had arrived, was lined up, was enthusiastic, and was fired up to make this happen. So thank you, Mata, for inviting us back to this wonderful place. Thank you for your kind words and your generosity. And to Mohammed and to Denny, who, you know, I knew the connection, of course, between the emails and the other things. You have been a leader in the community. What I love about this community, too, is it has had great male leaders and great female leaders. You have shown the love and the beauty of what the Bangladeshi culture and community are about, and all people have equally. I should have started with Salam Alaikum, because it is the peace upon each one of us that I saw in the prayers as I arrived, that I know is a part of the culture and the faith of this community. And you have my word. Where's the good doctor? He said that not only will I have your back, we will look at ways that we can continue to grow not just a strip of land, but knowledge about this great nation and the great people. Bangladeshi Americans have made this city and this nation strong. And there's Nazrul, who said, we will fight against Islamophobia. If this president thinks there's going to be a registry for Muslims, we will say no and resist it. Not in Los Angeles, not in this America. Maybe we need to register guys with bad dyed blonde hair, you know, in the registry who are presidents. Well, I'll be fine with that. But this country was founded on freedom of religion. This was a place that welcomed you because it didn't matter how you worship God. It didn't matter the color of your skin. It didn't matter the language that you speak. It doesn't matter the zip code that you're born in. What matters are the dreams that are in your heart. Right. And together, we have laid down the foundation of those dreams for 4 years. Just think about where I was and where we were when I came here 4 or 5 years ago. We had unemployment that had peaked at 13%. Today, it's 5%. We've cut it more than half. In just 4 years, we've added 170,000 jobs. Many of you have done that. The good business people and engineers and cultural, you know, activists and cultural ambassadors have shown that And a day like today where we went to Universal Studios and said we had a record number of visitors to Los Angeles last year, a record number of people at LAX last year, a record amount of cargo that came through the port of Los Angeles last year. This is good times that we are experiencing, not just because of a mayor, but because each of you has believed in investing in the greatness of this city. We have been able to cut the business tax while raising the minimum wage. We've been able to save 20% of the water in this city in the middle of a drought. And even though it's raining tonight, keep saving that water because we need to. And we have shown at a time when this country is questioning who we are, I say just look to Los Angeles. Just look at who we are. Look at this room. This is America. This is America, Mr. Trump. This is America for everybody out there. This is my country and my city, and you are my brothers and sisters. You know, each one of you has been able to help contribute by signing a name, by volunteering your time, by donating your precious money. And I know how hard you work for that. It's not easy to ask friends. But the reason I can do it because the money isn't for me. It's not for my family. It is for us to be able to communicate what we are doing and why we stand together and why it's important right after the election to show up at the Islamic Center and to have Muslims and Jews and Christians standing together to say we will protect our brothers and sisters. Why we say we will have commissioners that come from the community and that reflect Los Angeles. Why we will have people who work in City Hall, who help build the bridges that we have, who help make sure our city streets are safe, who bring our electricity and our water. These are the stories people need to know about Bangladeshi Americans and Muslim Americans who serve every single day. At the Islamic Center, the head of the Islamic Center is a reserve Los Angeles Police Department officer. Muslims make us safe in America. And you can count on me, whether I'm mayor or any of the promotions you've given me here tonight, which I'm just looking to be your mayor again, that I will always be that voice. And that I will always try to embody those dreams, those hopes. Each one of you sacrificed a lot, either you or your parents in some cases, to come here. You left everything behind. Didn't know what it would be when you got here. Didn't realize maybe the successes that you have. And I relate to that, because my grandfather was one of those immigrants who left Mexico. His father was killed in the revolution, and my great-grandmother carried him over the border in her arms. He had nothing. He didn't even finish the 7th grade. He volunteered for this country. He wasn't a citizen because he wasn't born here, but he volunteered to fight in World War II and got his citizenship as a result. He was a dreamer before we used that term dreamers. On my mom's side, I had folks who fled war as well in Russia and in Poland because they're being conscripted as Jews by the Russian Tsar. I know what it means for a family to give up everything, to take a risk and to try to make a better life. And you should feel so proud in this room of what you all have accomplished. The American dream isn't embodied by those of us who have been here over many generations, though we have a role to play. I believe the American dream is always most alive among those who arrive. Somebody getting off a plane today, somebody who's arrived here on a ship this evening, somebody who has decided to pick everything up because America isn't just a place, it's an idea. And here in Los Angeles, I think we are the best embodiment of that idea. So count on me in this second term to continue to lead and to be a friend to this community. Count on me. I'm sending my dad next month to Bangladesh. He's going to be the first official attaché from the city of Los Angeles. He'll be in Bangladesh, working with the United Nations and hopefully reaching out. But I said part of your mission is to strengthen the bonds between Los Angeles and Bangladesh. And I hope in my second term I will become the first mayor, sitting mayor of Los Angeles, to travel to Bangladesh. And I hope some of you will be on that trip as well. So I know I can find Bangladesh in Los Angeles. It's time to find Los Angeles in Bangladesh. Wow. And I know that with your help, this will be an even easier election. Last time was a hard fight, and you stood with me every single step. And I'll never forget that. You were loyal to me because I was loyal to you. Again, I've been loyal to you, and now you're loyal to me. But it's not about trading loyalty. It's about deep friendship. Yes. And so for me, that is the foundation of what this is about. Thank you all so much. Onward to victory. Tell everybody to vote on March 7th. We saw the elections on November. You never know what's going to happen in an election. I don't care what the polls say. I don't care how enthusiastic you are. The only poll that matters is on March 7th. So if you live in the city of LA, vote. If you know somebody who lives in the city of LA, call them, get them out, and let's make sure instead of 2 rounds, we get it done in 1 round on March 7th. And I'll be your mayor for 1 more term. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Aaron,
Yeah.
who is your opponent, the close opponent?
Nobody knows.
Should I do some Q&A?
No one is.
I have here. So yeah, let's do some questions. So I have 10 opponents.
10?
There was going to be 23, but many of them didn't get the signatures because they don't know the Bangladeshi community for one. But 10 of them qualified. Nobody with a very big name. There's one person who's individually wealthy. He's raised his own, a lot of his own money, named Mitchell Schwartz. I actually know him from before, but for some reason he's decided to run against an old friend. But he hasn't raised a lot of money. He's raised a little bit. But he's the one who's trying to challenge me to debates and trying to, cause trouble. Some people say he's running just to keep me and promise that I won't run for governor or other things. So we don't know what the real motivation is. But we feel confident that if we can get our message out. For those of you who don't know, the reason I say 1 or 2 rounds, in Los Angeles city elections, if somebody gets 50% plus 1, but if somebody gets 50%, the top 2 people, even if one gets 49% and the next one gets 1%, go into a runoff together. But so it's not that I'm worried about any one individual being powerful, but if 10 people each get 5%, I could be in a runoff. So we have to make sure we can get that message out, communicate what we've done, the jobs, the unemployment, the environment, all the good things that we're doing in this city, and then I think we'll get well over 50%. Other questions?
Do we have any questions from the audience? We have a few moments, we can take a few questions. Or any comments?
Or more pictures.
Or more pictures?
All right, now.
We will start taking our pictures. Everyone will get a chance, but please be polite and courteous. We want to make sure once you take your picture, please allow someone else to come forward and take their pictures. In the meantime, dinner will be served very shortly. So we will wrap up our program tonight with this.
You call us, so that's
Yes.
why.
Please remain seated and we'll call up per table. That way we can have it. We'll start here.
Okay. Take some pictures, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Do that one. That's easier. Whatever. It might be easier to bring them.
Yeah.
Hey,
So let's start with
my question.
One more. Great.